Today we're diving into some Yuzu Ramen. This is my go-to winter warmer. It's topped with crispy tofu, garlic chips and soy seed bok choy. For the full recipe, go to veganjapanese.com and follow this video for a step-by-step guide. We're going to start by toasting 3 tablespoons of sesame seeds over a medium-high heat and then toast until golden. Add them to a pestle and mortar and grind them into a paste. Once they look a little bit like this, you can then decant them into a small bowl for use later. Next, we're going to prepare the aromatics for the broth, so 2 cloves of garlic, peeled and minced finely. Set these aside in a small bowl for use later. Then take a large thumb-sized piece of ginger and peel with a teaspoon. Once you've done this, go ahead and mince your ginger as finely as you possibly can. The finer you can make these, the better, as smaller pieces will dissolve nicely into your broth. Now, if you want to add a bit of heat to your life, take a medium-sized chili, slice one way and de-seed, or leave the seeds in if you want it extra hot, and then slice thinly one way, and then crossways the other to create little minced pieces. Now we're going to make the umami base for our broth. So in a small bowl, add 2 teaspoons of miso paste, 1 teaspoon of doubanjiang, a tablespoon of mirin, around a teaspoon of sake, 2 teaspoons of kombu dashi powder, and just stir it all together until it forms a thin paste. Once it looks a bit like this, we can move on to building our broth. Over a medium heat, add 2 tablespoons of sesame oil to a pan. Fry your garlic, your ginger, your chopped red chili, and your sesame seeds. Allow these to saute for a minute or 2 before adding your umami paste. Keep stirring and watch those flavors bubble together before adding 4 cups of water, 2 tablespoons of yuzu juice, and 1 heaped teaspoon of vegetable stock. Give it a taste to see if everything's working. And now we're ready to move on to our toppings. Start by peeling 2 cloves of garlic and slice lengthways across the clove like this into paper-thin pieces. We're going to deep fry these to make them crispy, so add around 2 centimeters worth of oil to a frying pan and add your garlic once the oil's hot. Once they look like this, they're ready to drain off into some kitchen towel, and then we can move on to making our tofu topping. Take half a block of extra firm tofu and slice into 4, each roughly 1.5 centimeters thick. Now we're going to coat these in roughly 1/4 cup of corn flour and lightly dust your tofu in the cornstarch, making sure all sides are completely covered. Then we can fry these in the same oil that we fried the garlic in, so just heat that oil back up again to around 180 degrees and cook your tofu pieces until they are lightly golden on all sides. Drain them off on some kitchen towel once they're ready, and then we can move on to our third and final topping, which is our soy seed bok choy. So take 4 to 5 of your greenest, healthiest looking leaves, and in a frying pan over a medium-high heat, add around a tablespoon of sesame oil. Add your bok choy leaves and just hear them spit and crackle. Then we want to add our chopped red chili and our sesame seeds. After about 30 seconds or so, flip them over and then add 2 teaspoons of soy sauce and keep moving them around the pan so all those flavors absorb into the bok choy. And once they look a little bit like this, set them aside. Pour over some of that excess sauce. It's so yummy. Now we're going to move on to our garnish. So find a fresh spring onion, top and tail it, cut it in half and slice into very thin discs. Now we're almost there and we're ready to cook up our noodles. So 2 liters of water to a boil. Add your ramen noodles of choice and undercook them by about 30 seconds or so. You want plenty of bite left in these noodles as they'll cook further in your broth. So divide them between 2 bowls, ladle on your broth and place on your toppings. Last but not least, finish them off with some of your spring onion garnish. And now it's time for the fun bit, where we get to slurp back and enjoy these beautiful, citrusy umami noodles. If you get a chance to make this recipe, let me know what you think in the comments below. And for more plant-based Japanese recipes, go to veganjapanese.com.